Hello, interwebs. We're glad you could be here with us today and happy that you can make it. MaxxPowered Gaming, we're going to be running a little bit of our discard burst deck. However, I do want to give a little bit of credit where credit is due. I was watching an LVD video today, and I used to run a very similar deck to this. However, he introduced me to three combinations of cards that I've now incorporated into a deck, and it just fit in perfectly. Smothering Tithe with Emergency Powers. So I've always played Emergency Powers. It was the first mythic rare of this set that I got 4 copies of, so I've just been dying to find a deck that it plays very well in, and I got really damn close in my discard burst deck, and I would utilize Emergency Powers to refill the opponent's hand, only to force him to discard those cards and take damage afterwards. Additionally, but the combo that I never would have thought of is Smothering Tithe. Smothering Tithe with Emergency Powers just draws a boatload of artifact tokens, and I used to run the treasure maps, which would generate enough treasure maps, and with our mana base, we'd be able to get off a banefire. But this deck also introduces me to Masterminds Acquisition. I've had a couple of these before, used a couple of them in a mill deck or two. However, what you can do with this is you can reach out into your sideboard for your finishers. So thank you, LVD, for pointing that out to us. But our discard burst is what we're playing right now. So the couple similarities, actually not too much similarities here, but it's a Dimir discard package in a sense with disinformations and thought erasures. We've also got some early game burglar rats that can come out. We do run 4 mortifies. We now run 4 ties. We now run 3 acquisitions. I had to drop some wraths down. But the specters and the wakes are what we would do, what we would utilize for damage. Because every creature that you have out, you got a flyer out, you've got your early rats out. For every time you attack, they're taking 2 damage for each one of these cards that you have out per card they discard. So we would have utilized the emergency powers to refill their hand and just continue to force them to discard. However, now we can also use it with the Masterminds acquisition to reach for our sideboard. So previously, we would use Awaken and Banefire as our finishers, but they were in the deck and they would be dead cards for the majority of the game, because Awaken you only want to play when it's going to kill them, and Banefire, now we can just reach with the Masterminds. It's great, fantastic, and I've only played this deck a couple times since adding the new Tithe and the Masterminds combo in here, but we'll continue and see if we can have some fun. I wouldn't say that I've been able to determine what's a good matchup, what's not a good matchup, and I don't think this is something you may be able to graduate. Well, of course, if you have enough time, you'd be able to graduate a mythic with, but it probably wouldn't be, and most definitely would not be your most efficient deck to do so with. Alright, since I had to drop down to 2 Kais to try this new package of 4 Tithes, I only have 2 in the deck, which means I'm leaning toward keeping this hand. Even though I don't have any of my earlier game discard, we can still get out a 2-4 combo here. So we're going to keep. We will keep. So we'll get a turn 3 disinformation campaign at this rate. A turn 4 Foul Spectre. Turn 5 Raiders. I think I still stick with the disinformation. I kind of got my next curve, so maybe I pick and choose at this point. Alright, so he doesn't have a mana. As a tapped creature. Not many creatures, I don't have to worry about that too much. Indestructibles, flyers. Anything standing out is what I should really worry about here. Probably seal away. And do we need this early? I have a feeling we'll draw into 1 before we could really use that. Nope, we'll keep it. Why not? Get the combo, get the cards we need for the combo, although I don't have any tithes. So there you go. Drop out you. Now we will drop out a Spectre. Force him for another discard. He's going to take 2 damage now. He's gaining for a turn. This is +1. It's an instant, so he would kill me, so he cannot block. Yeah, pop out his flyer, I'm sure. Yep. Alright, so we'll drop out our second Spectre. We'll just roll with our discard package. We will not attack. And we're out of mana as well. I probably should have waited a couple turns, started with the disinformation, gotten the Raiders weight down, Kaya's Wrath, and then started with the Spectres. But, you know, that's okay. You know, he would kill me, so I can't block it. This is for every creature attacked with a creature this turn. So we'll just attack with the 1. Got 8 damage coming at us. Actually, he's got lethal with his make a stand. Unfortunately, that's a shame. Let's see if he casts it. And he does. Okay. Let's give it another go here. Little mishap with our Kaya's Wrath. We should have cast that one first. Either way, I love making people discard because I know how upsetting it makes me when I have to discard. You have to send your good cards to the graveyard. It's just a frustrating decision. Alright, got some early game discard board. No Tithe still. I do want to get that combo out. Let's go ahead and keep this hand. We'll go ahead and take a peek at what we're looking at here. Alright. Chupas maybe. To start with permanent. Tyrants are just a pain in the ass to deal with. Do another one. And this is a shame. That's going to be tough to deal with. However, at least this doesn't leave him with a body, and that one gets me a mana out. And we could keep some mana being fed here. I think the play is just to mortify that. Yeah, let's see if we actually place a creature to get the extra draw. Which uses up more than enough mana, hopefully, so he cannot remove the Spectre, in which case we'll pop down Disinformation Campaign and ping him for another 2 damage and discard. We'll eventually take out the path with a Mortify, but him drawing kind of feeds our engine. So it's not horrible. Assassin's Trophy. It's fine, we'll take the 3 mana. And, I'll drop out of blue. We'll go ahead and pay the 2 life and make him kill the card he's got in his hand. Alright, that's a good one to get rid of. Another trophy. So probably knock out our Disinformation Campaign. Go. Grab another land. Let's see what he top decks. Nice. Do I really want to do this now? I really don't want to refill him, but I guess I'm gonna have to. Let's see what he top decks. Let's see what he top decks. Let's see what I top deck too. I'd like to get I'd like to get one of my combos down before I get the powers out. Yeah, that's a good one to mortify. Great top deck for him to pick up too. Take one of those 3. What do we get? Another land. Okay. And they're tapped, and we'll just go ahead and use it. Let's see, we get to put out any card, so we will put out you. I'll have to discard. It's a shame that we'll be 1 mana short of popping out a Disinformation Campaign as well. If we would have paid for that mana, that would have been it. Instead, we'll just go ahead and surveil, draw a card. Yeah, we'll take another Burler Rat. Alright, let's hope that we don't lose our Spectre. I want to confirm after this, I did put the Tithes in my deck. Haven't seen one both games. Probably considering to use an assassin on the Spectre or play something big. Maybe both. do. We'll get +2. Okay, so that's decent. There's our tithe. Alright. But, well, let's take care of this first. Pop out of land. I think we get our tithe out. And then I think we disinformation. We will not attack. See if he pays us his tax. Pay us your tax. He does not. He may just be playing his assassins on him. Chupacabra comes in play. It's going to eat our Spectre. Nothing we can do. Kaya's Wrath would be probably the most ideal right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could actually dig for it. Cast it. Yeah, let's do that. I don't like using these cards for non-win conditions. Kaya's Wrath. Clear things up a little bit. Tapped. And let's get down our wake. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a built-in discard on its own unless you've attacked with a creature that turn. So we got Mortify to kill a board, we can do a discard. Following turn we'll be able to attack for a discard. Is he going to pay the 2? He is going to pay the 2. Profit comes in, so we'll take care of you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. I can do both of these. I can discard one more. And we'll get the drops going. Bam, we did get our Spectres. Pop out a Spectre. There's the combo. That's what I was missing. All of those glorious treasure chests. And we'll be able to put out another Spectre with all of these for the game. Is that for the game, maybe? I've got 6. Got 7 mana. 3, 4, 3, 4. Ah, I missed it by 1. Oh, that's a shame. We will still put it up. action going. He discards 1, takes 6 damage. Flam. Non-creature, non-land. It's... What are we going to take? The Wrath? The Wrath would be your move. Wipe the board out. But then I'd be able to Masterminds Acquisition and kill you next turn anyway. If you take the Masterminds, I've got lethal on the board, you're dead. And Raiders Awake does you no good, and Plains does you no good. So you're probably going to take the Kayas. You're going to clear the board. That'll leave you with 3 mana. Yep. Oh wait, that's right, wrong one. You can't cast it. So why would he have taken the Kaya's Wrath? Odd. Whenever sapling control dies. Ah. Let's do this. Let's throw you down. Let's at least win with our own win condition instead of the banefires. And this is what we would do generally. For win condition. And that would have been 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 damage right there. This works. I think I do want, you know, I would have liked to clear a little bit more in that game, but I just don't know what I would take out. You know, at this point, do I drop the Surveil, Disinformation, Thought Erasure, Discovery package? I mean, it feeds the discard. I could see subbing out Discovery, but that leaves us with a very limited draw. And the Surveil kind of triggers the Disinformation back in the hand. I think we have to keep it as is. Maybe one less Raiders Wake. No, it's just such a good combo with the... And we're going to keep it. We're not going to touch it. Our sideboard has our 2 win conditions. Either one works. As you can see, that was 16 damage. And he only had 2 cards in hand. Alright. I've played you before, so we've got a Smothering Tithe in our starting hand, but only 2 mana. We are on the draw, so we'll take a chance. We'll take a chance. Hopefully we can draw a mana over the next turn. Got Rakdos. I don't think you'd be playing a reassembling skeleton if you weren't, you didn't have a priest of the gods in, so I believe we have a sacrifice deck. This doesn't really matter much. We did get our 3rd land, which is nice. Hopefully we can draw another one here. Get a turn 4 Tithe out. Raider's Wake, followed by a Fell Spectre, or Fell Spectre first. Put up a block. Theater of Horrors, nice. So he just picked up a draw engine for himself. We did not get our next mana for 3, however I think I do want to pay and draw. So it's a free land to play out of his Theater of Horrors. I really enjoy my Rakdos deck where I run 4 Spawn of Mayhems and full Theater of Horrors for the auto trigger. Alright, I still did not get our mana unfortunately, so we're gonna dig for it. Wow. That's unfortunate. I really want to keep Kai's Wrath. Do it. Got the mana. I still need to discard down here. Discard. I think for the time being we drop a Wake. Yep. He's got a Chupacabra. Actually, maybe the enchantments are a better play. And just save the specters for the end of the battlefield effect. Now we draw for Kai's. Yeah, I don't like having the flyer out against this right now. I'll have one more turn and see what happens. Is he gonna pay? Hopefully he goes wide this turn. And we'll clear it. Get some additional value versus just the one Harpy. He just keeps pumping his one spell. One creature. We'll do that too. Down to 9. Alright, what is the play here? The play is definitely to wipe out the threat. We will just play our tap play. We'll have to pay, what is it, 4 to ping in order to use his cards, but if he pays 4, I can drop a Baron's down if he pays 4, so probably what he does here. I love it when you beat people to their turn without even seeing their hand. Oh, I was wrong. shock to trigger. Harpy comes back in. Alright, Chupacabra, he can come out next turn. Get our second Tithe out. Have a little fun here with emergency powers next turn. Four turns is a pretty heavy tax. Probably should have attacked with the skeleton too. It's the same difference. You get the same amount of damage in. Top part of the library, put it in your hand, lose life equal to the mana cost. 3 for creature destroy. Gotcha. Okay. So we will drop you. I really could get the disinformation campaign out first. Right? Why not? Now let's just save the mana and see what we get after the powers. There we go. We will put out a Spectre or a land. We'll put out another Tithe here. Be able to block for one turn. So we've got 20 mana next turn. I think we go ahead and pop out another one here. Come on now. At least we got 2 blockers out now. Yeah, we'll do you. Another discard. So I guess they get to pick here what it goes back. Okay. I get to discard again, take another 4 damage. Well, we got nothing to do though, so. The mana flooding is real. I guess here's where having a flipped treasure chest. We go back to our old. I had to cut it out to get the tithes in and the masterminds. I think we gotta block it. Alright, let's see what we can top deck. Do we get emergency powers would be the most fun. That's what I'd say. Phoenix coming in. Another land. Okay. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Late game flooding wasn't fun there. I think I should still keep it at 24 because we've got emergency powers in our deck at 7 mana. And we got a lot of 4-drops. So missed him by a couple discards on that one. Still fun. This is a pretty heavy hand, so I think we're gonna mulligan. It does allow us to get into a turn 3 mortifies, keep the board a little bit clearer. We'll keep it, why not? I'd rather keep the cards in hand. So we've got a 4-drop here in Raider's Wake. Pass right back. Gates deck. It's all colors so far, so it may not be Gates. We hope to draw a mana this next turn. Did get our mana, so we will pop out a Spectre first, so that way when we drop our Raider's Wake, we can attack and get its ability to trigger. It's a bat, it's not a ray. I'm not talking about. We get a free land on the battlefield, we'll take that. We got a swamp. We'll throw it in tapped, we'll throw it a Tithe. I doubt he pays with only 3 mana out on the table. He does not. Hydroid comes out as a 1/1. Pretty weak. We got our second Tithe out. And no point mortifying. I get 2 mana this turn. I don't think he's going to tap a land. Lands, plural. Couple more mana out of this. Definitely have what we need to get our emergency powers off with a double tithe, so 14 more treasures come popping out. Let him swing in for his one. Let's, I don't think we'll need to pay for it. But what the hell, let's do it. And I think we drop out our wake as well while we got it. No, let's just save the mana. Should be able to get more of our enchantments out for free. So we can throw out a disinformation campaign for free, that's not bad. So let's... Oh, I don't have any of mine out. That's a shame. Let's grab a banefire for next turn at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will save our mana at this point. Ah shit, let's get you out. No. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. So we've got it with the banefire, so just don't do anything. Don't do it. Okay. It's so tempting to make them discard. Three life. Does that get me out of range? 22, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 22. Exactly 22 I've got. Alright. That works out okay, I'd say so. And we can actually get 23 out. We can pay for either one of these. We don't... They're all shock. Tempted to go janky and put out my Fell Spectre and then grab the masterminds and then grab the discard card and wipe him out that way. But we'll stick to the safe mode. So, pay 2 life. We will be burning all this lovely... Ah, okay. Kane won't even let us have our fun. Maybe he saw what was coming. Alright, let's keep going. Why not? We're having some fun, right? That's what it's all about. I think I'd much prefer a discard finale over a banefire finale, but a win is a win. Alright, 3 mana, a couple rats, acquisition. So we be a pain in the ass in the early game and kind of knock his hand down a little bit. Sure, why not? Mono blue so far. Let's make a discard. Search for Kanta. We can mortify that if we really want to. That really would slow him down. Yeah, let's be a pain in the butt. Bye-bye search. And we'll swing for 1. This is a control deck. We know we're not going to see any creatures come out. Maybe his mono blue. Maybe we'll see a Jin come out next turn. We will pay for you so we put out our Tithe. We will think about the counter on that, but he chose to let it go. I think there was a pause there. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. If you have this blessing, then only you draw a card. I will take it. That helps us out with our Tithe. I kind of want to get another Tithe and then start. I'm not really efficient use of my turn. I'm just dropping a rat. Do we get an extra treasure? We do. Nice. 5, 6, 7. And that gives us the ability. Second one. Alright. We are going to grab another Tithe out here. And let's see if we can grab a land. There's a land right there. What did he put on the battlefield? Nothing. And I'm okay with those cards, so we'll just take this. And we'll throw it in tapped. And we'll swing for 2. Gladly resolve both. What's he gonna do? Puts down another search. Alright, I think I'm gonna want to pay for that. I definitely want to get the Tithe out. 4, 5, so I'm 1 short of getting that powers out. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. 4, 5, 6. If I pay for it, okay. If I pay for it, I pick up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's do that. So let's pay for you. Pop out a Spectre. Force another discard here. Unless we're going to see a counter. We do not. And we'll swing in for R2. Now, he very well could generate 6 tokens for us right now. Return non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Alright. He'll probably get the blessing this turn, which stops my portion of his draw. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Ooh, the discarded card's going to hurt him a little bit here. He's going to pay for that. Pass, pass. My turn. Alright, so let's drop you again. And that leaves me with 8, 9, 10 mana. 11. Right? 8, 9, 10, 11. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, I can get them both off here. Let's do 1, 1, 2, another. Now we will pay a blue, a white. Here we go for some fun. Oh, don't counter it. It's so much fun for both of us. Oh. And I guess we'll just pop out another land. Nice. Now let's, if only we still had. If only we still had. Let's get rid of. Let's drop you. I don't need another land right now. Oops. Drop you. Yes, we do want that. And just because we can, let's do one more. Alright. Fun stuff there. This deck is great. Oh, that was just totally the missing touch that we needed to our deck. I really do want to get more, I want my wraths back. I really don't want to take anything out. I may want to upgrade my rats before. I can just go to a straight discard. And our sideboard. This doesn't matter. Whatever, it's been working-ish. Stick with it. I could always, I guess, trade out one Mortify and add one more Kaya and go with 3 of each. But there are just so many enchantments. I would like to get an Eldest Reborn in to get rid of Carnage Tyrants or other creatures that you just can't deal with individually. 2 mana. And we go first. I think we got a mulligan here. And we do have a turn 2 to play. And that's it, if we don't draw into a mana. Nope, it's mulligan. Okay. Better. Don't need that. Understand. And we'll take a peek with the thought eraser next turn. Alright. So, already quits. Doesn't even want to deal with the thought eraser. Doesn't even want to deal with one thought erasure. That's it. Let us continue on. That one doesn't count. It is one of my favorite cards, though. Thought Erasure, however. It's very powerful. Alright, 3 mana. And a couple turn 4 options with a turn 2. Yeah, we'll keep this. It's not ideal. A little bit slow. But we can at least get a Raider's Wake out. Alright. We'll not pay for it if we do not need to. Let's see what we're up against here. Take some guesses. Alright, single black. Maybe a Sultai. Salty? Salty. Alright, so that's our new turn 4. It doesn't really matter what we play. Let's not show white if we don't have to. Looks like it would have been a mistake to play white. I think we ruined his migration. Probably should not have kept that card on top. We really wanted to land. Alright. Not much we can do. Let's hope we draw land. We do not. So we wasted a turn there. 2 turns, really. Here's where we can fall behind rather quickly. It would have been very nice to have gotten the Tithe out there, but what is this? Sacrifice 2 creatures, which I'm worried about, but I'd rather just not deal with it. Still do not get a mana. Play this game back and forth a couple times. We're not necessarily getting value out of that, but I doubt he pays it with only 4 mana. Unless he's got, he does have a 2-play here. No, not really. That's okay. We'll just keep earning here. And then we'll Kaya's Wrath one of these turns. City's Blessing, okay, so perfect. We're going to be definitely casting our Kaya's Wrath here. Very nice, very nice. Take the 5. Resolve all that nonsense. board. And let's save it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, we gotta save it. So we get our emergency powers out next round. I never assume that I'm gonna get it. I never assume. You have some people that will just pay it. They think that it matters. Pass. My turn. Alright. Let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could drop a Raider's weight down beforehand. Let's do that. Now let's cast emergency powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we will most certainly put out another Tithe. We'll throw you untapped. We could just go off right now. Let's have some fun. Blue. White. 2, 3, 4, 5. 21. And let's put a Spectre out. 22. Going off here, boys. Wow. Timers. Oh man, we never get to finish. Alright. That was pretty ridiculous there. We couldn't even look to see how many we had at that point. Let's keep going, this is fun. The deck works. The discard theory works. It's not necessarily consistent. And I'm not playing on the ladder. But, I mean, these are we get plenty of like Sultai decks, Sultai, however you say it. We've seen some Espers. We've been managing our way through this. Some early disinformation fun. Yeah, why not? What we haven't seen a lot of actually is red burn. I'm curious how we would do there. Probably not too well. Probably not too well. Alright, let's see what we're up against. We see a Boros card coming in tapped. It is not a guild gate, so it won't be gates. So we probably got a Boros or maybe a Mardu blend, something like that. Alright, so we don't have this. I mean, we don't have thought erasure, so we'll at least go Burglar Rat. Maybe get a better idea of what we're up against here with the discard. What do we see? Red. So alright, still thinking of Boros. Goblin Boros. There's our Thought Erasure, but we're going to go ahead and Disinformation. We got Angels, Boros, Goblin build. Although I've got a Boros Colors Goblin build featuring Cavalcaded Calamity that just wrecks. I mean, it just wrecks. It catches people by surprise. When you can build a board of all ones and then drop 2 or 3 Cavalcades down in one turn, you got 7 1/1s, including tokens, which is very easy to generate. And you got game with 3 Cavalcades, which is only 6 mana. So we're definitely going to clear. Does not play anything. You do not get a mana. I think we got to dig for a mana here. Oh, and a Tithe, huh? That's a shame. We'll keep that next turn. We will pay the 2 life. Pop out a Thought Erasure. Aggro deck, when it clears cards like this, they are toast. Now, what's more important? A Heroic or a Leonic creature? Keep. Let's see if he draws the mana. Does he draw the mana? He did not. He did. Okay. I think I'll let him have it for a turn. No, why even? Why? Because he was supposed to get that out next turn. Oh, I really want to keep it. I don't have any clears after this. Alright, let's delay it a turn. I think we'll be okay. I prefer he drop out the Paladin than the Heroic Reinforcements. If he drops the Heroic Reinforcements, when with the War Leader here, it'll pop out 2 more. That's 5, 7, 9, 11, 14, no, 11, 13, 15 damage. So I'll live by 1. Okay, he does drop out the Paladin. Good. That's exactly what we wanted. Let's swing in. That's fine. Up. He may as well just Heroic Reinforcements anyway for 4 damage and 2 more creatures down. Or he's setting up for Heroic Reinforcements next turn. That's what he's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cannot force him to discard both. But I can put up a blocker. Here comes the reinforcements. Alright, I think we gotta put up another blocker. No attacks. I'm rather tempted to not use emergency powers for a while. One. Let's see, if I use 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd have 4 left, which is enough to get another Spectre out. I think that's how we survive through this. Or just another Kaya's Wrath. Well, let's bring in a Spectre. No attacks. What did he draw? First strike. That's a bummer. Alright, didn't do so well on that one. And we're probably gonna call it at that point. We'll get back into the deck here. It's our discard burst. 3 Burglar Rats, 4 Thought Erasures, 4 Mortifies, 2 Disinformation Campaigns, 4 Specters, 4 Smothering Ties, 4 Raider's Wake, 3 Mastermind Acquisition, 2 Kaya's Wrath, 4 Emergency Powers, and 2 Discovery Dispersals. Next on my list is to probably get out to the Rats and maybe replace it with some more Wraths or maybe a couple treasure chests to help us cycle through our cards a bit more. We seem to be lacking a bit of the draw because we're giving up the heavy draw of blue to stick with the Surveil package and discard package of Dimir. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed yourself and had a good time getting out 21 tokens at once. Was a fun time. We'll catch you later. Thanks.